In keeping his campaign promise to address racial injustices, President Joe Biden has signed a new executive order to address racial inequity. The further advancing racial equity and support for underserved communities through the federal government is designed to address systemic barriers that hold communities of color back from prospering. On his first day in office 2 years ago, Biden signed Executive Order 13985, which saw funding go to places like historically Black colleges and universities and Indigenous tribes, as well as new programs to help close racial disparities in job and housing opportunities. Biden also pardoned all federal offenses of simple possession of marijuana in October of last year, which many said was a step toward racial equity. Despite these successes, Biden said in a statement, members of underserved communities, many of whom have endured generations of discrimination and disinvestment, still confront significant barriers to realizing the full promise of our great nation, and the federal government has a responsibility to remove these barriers. Biden's new order builds on Executive Order 13985 by establishing a new annual process requiring agencies to create an annual public equity action plan. These plans will assess barriers underserved communities face and offer solutions for access to policies and programs. There will also be leaders assigned to ensure agencies are in compliance with the equity mandate. Addressing civil rights risks is also a major component of the new order. Agencies will be required to investigate and address any algorithmic discrimination in technology services, improve accessibility for people with disabilities, and improve language access services. The order will also require federal agencies to improve the frequency of their community engagement, including consulting with communities as each agency develops its equity action plan, funding opportunities, budget proposals, and regulations. This includes holding culturally relevant meetings in communities to help identify funding opportunities for community and faith-based organizations working in these communities. Biden's order also instructs agencies to work with rural communities to help access federal resources for projects that build community wealth, as well as placing a renewed focus on providing funding for minority small-owned businesses. It is imperative to reject the narrow, cramped view of American opportunity as a zero-sum game, Biden said. When any person or community is denied freedom, dignity, and prosperity, our entire nation is held back. But when we lift each other up, we are all lifted up.